All right, artists, are you guys ready for the advanced version of MAUI? Get your drawing supplies, whatever you have. Here we go. Okay, so here are our alcohol markers. We have the Prism color pencils. We also have the black and white markers that are paint markers. Now remember guys, if you guys are using any other supplies, you don't have to have my exact materials. I also am using the marker paper. All of it is linked in the description. But like I said, whatever materials you guys have, you guys practice. It might not look exactly like mine, but you're practicing. And that's the biggest thing. Have fun and practice, right? So we're going to be doing MAUI, his face. And it's going to be technically the harder version just because I'm going to put more time and effort into the drawing. So whenever I say hard or easy level, you can always make it your own level. So you could either make that easy or hard just by adding more detail slash shadows and highlights. Or you can make it more easy by just making it more flat colors and not coloring too much, not worrying too much. So first we did the oval part of his head. Now we're doing his hairstyle. And now we're doing his ears right here. Okay. Curving it around. I have a little detail. And then his face. So if we wanted to make his face more realistic, technically you don't have to outline everything. But for you guys to see it better, and we're kind of making it more simple, I like to outline most of everything. But for instance, his mouth, we're only going to outline the inside of his mouth. The outside of his lips, we're not going to outline to make it more realistic. So maybe in the future, we'll try some drawings that are not outlined completely, maybe just the outside. And you guys can see how they look, because technically in real life nothing is really outlined. It's all about color, that are different shades of color. That's how you can truly paint. Really good painters, they don't outline, they just paint color. So it's a little deeper concept we can talk about another time. So we have the eyes here that are ovals. One eye is a little smaller than the other. And then we have his eyebrows that are different sizes, right? So one is a little bit bigger than the other. It's not perfect. And then his nose, that is a pretty simple shape. And his nostrils. Now we're doing his pupils. And now we're making a thicker line on the top for the eyelids. Also known as the eyelash, kind of combined together. All right, so here we're going to do his mouth. So this is what I was talking about. We're going to outline the inside of his mouth, because the inside has the black and the darker area, but technically the lips are going to be not outlined because we're going to do color pencil there. So if you wanted to, you could technically make it all outlined, but it's just going to make it look realer. And not like he has like black outlines around his lips, which would make it kind of look like lipstick, I think. But we would see, maybe in the future we'll try one with all outline for the lips. All right, so now we're doing his necklace. He's got a pretty gnarly necklace. I used to have a shark tooth necklace. I found some shark teeth in Florida. And then I made, like on the beach, we found some shark teeth, and then we made a little necklace. So MAUI has some shark teeth and some other creatures' teeth that he conquered probably. All right. And here is the big shark tooth. That kind of goes right here. All right. And then it has like a wire with the tooth around it. Now, I do really hope you guys are following along, because you guys are becoming better artists just like I am. I guarantee you guys, in a year from now, my YouTube drawings will look a lot better. Even a few months from now, my artistic ability is going to be getting better. And same with you guys. If you guys are practicing, you might not be completely satisfied at the level you're at, but that just means you have room to grow, and when you practice, you will get better. Even learning some simple techniques of how to just use your marker better, how to do your pencil underneath. So if you're following along, it's always good to do pencil, so then you can erase it if you mess up, and then you can do outlining with your marker on top. All right, so this one there that I just drew has like multiple teeth on it. So there's definitely a lot of detail right here. Now when we color in, I'm going to fast forward the coloring process, but that's also gonna be the tattoos. The tattoos are pretty detailed, but I made it look as close as I could to the movie. But it's not completely perfect, and that's fine. There's a lot of details that if you get the basics, then it will look pretty good. Unless you have like the exact source material right next to it, then you might be able to see that it's not exact, but it's pretty close, and that's what matters. So notice when I'm drawing this rope that there's some gaps because there's going to be some overlap of one of the teeth. So that is why I'm doing that. All right. So now we're going to do his chest and then his arms right there. Then we're going to add a little bit more detail in the hair, and then we're going to draw some of the texture in the hair. So Maui has long curly hair. So notice my pen or my marker strokes. It's called, like when you paint, it's called a paint stroke. So drawing stroke, notice how they're kind of curly and long. So this is what mimics his hair. I don't have to draw every single blade of hair, but I can just draw a few in the right direction and the right texture of curly and long. And then that gives the illusion of what his hair looks like. So if you just shade it in with little short strokes, then it's going to make him look like really short, straight hair. So you want to do this part based on his hairstyle. See right there, I made it too straight, so I had to go back and make it a little bit more curly. But when we color in, it doesn't really matter because it kind of all colors in together, but this part is pretty important. All right, we're going to do the fast forward. So I'll talk to you guys about the whole process at the end of the video. Here we go. All right, as we're finishing up, we're doing the tattoos, and it's actually a faded black that makes the tattoos look more faded and realistic. The tattoos, I think, make Maui really good looking with all of the detail. He looks really gnarly. And then he has the necklace as well that has a lot of detail. And as you can see, we did a lot of the different types of grays. So we have the light gray, the medium gray, the darker gray for building up of shadows. And then lastly, we go around with our color pencil. And notice the lips, how realistic they look with that, without the outline of the marker. And as we finish up, I go one last time around with our black and white to make sure that it all comes together nicely. This was a lot of fun, guys. I'm excited for our next one, which is going to be Shadow from Sonic 3. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.